So all these changes in the industry, what are the main difficulties that people are seeing day to day with trying to really even get cybersecurity insurance at all anymore?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, some of the main difficulties and challenges today, one is cost, but equally so is coverage availability. What you could get, yesterday, a year ago, 2 years ago, whether you need it or you're required to carry it, you need to maintain. And I'm largely going to be speaking to kind of enterprises up to 50 million in revenue, but this applies beyond that. This applies to all revenue bands, but there's issues at every level. But for most organizations, if they do have 10 million, or that's what they've elected to carry in liability limits, there's carriers that if they say they're not going to offer that anymore, it's very expensive to replace with the next best. If you're with an insurer today that is no longer even offering 5 million and problematic classes, and that drops it down to 2 million, your difference can easily go from paying $5,000 in premium to $20,000 to $30,000 in premium, depending on what you need. Very much so a seller's market. It's no regulation, no standard form, and they can pick and choose who they insure based on these losses. So years ago we'd be saying that those in a problematic higher exposure and risk industry such as healthcare, retail, etc., we're already seeing some of these effects, but now it really is, there's no company too small to be a target, there's no company too big. The sweet spot is in the middle. The ransomware, it has kind of overshadowed what was previously privacy data breaches costing lots of money. Funds transfer fraud are all hitting these policies as well. That's real money. They don't have to sell credit card information. They don't have to sell credit card information, health information. So ransomware, as Diego mentioned, is kind of the number one, and it's very accessible. It's tough to say that anyone can do it, but it's there and it's available, and you don't even have to be a target industry. So what we're seeing is lots of challenges in coverage availability and pricing, and some reactive nature of having to replace an insurer because they're changing their policies and procedures, and we have to go to the next best.